Oh shit. I'm the bad guy. Stories. According to Reddit. Number 15. Well, why the hell is it awkwardly spaced now? Boy. Once, playing snowball, my friend ducked to dodge my shot, and I perfectly headshot an old woman. Nice. If it were a video game, that'd be extra points. As long as the old lady's alright. Well, honestly, the old lady probably... You should have edited this to be like, hey, is the old lady okay? Somebody said, how did she take it? And the dude said, since we live in a civilized world, far away from dangerous animals and stuff, what you trying to say? There are only a few rare moments in life where we actually have to run. And that was clearly one of the situations. Oh my God. Well, there you go, boy. There you go, indeed. Today I'm going to implore everybody in the chat, whom I'm definitely working to seal. There we go. There we go. I'm imploring you all to share stories in which you realize that you were the bad guy. Can you do that? I'm also wondering how well the mic is picking me up because I feel like I'm not getting too clear a monitor of myself, and if I am, it's sounding a little weird, but I'm obviously trying to bury the sound of a loud fan in the background. So let's continue up this list, and if you guys have any stories, just say my name, like Dawn, in the chat. Hello, everyone. Let's continue. Number 14. I was part of a night raid in Afghanistan. The targets we were seeking left the site just before we had gotten there. We blew the gate and shotgunned the doors and found that all the adults were gone, but they had left the kids behind. Our standard operating procedure was to leave one soldier in each room as we initially cleared our way through the compound, which allowed us to move fast but not get surprised later if someone popped out of a hidey hole or something of the sort. That particular night I was stationed in this room with two little kids, probably 4 and 6 years old. That's too old. They're old enough to be killing machines at this point. There was a little light, but not much else. They were understandably crying and being really loud, and I felt bad for them, and I used to carry an extra food in my leg pocket, and I fished out some cookies and tried to hand them to the kids. The way they were freaked out when I reached towards them, I thought the kid was going to succeed in climbing straight up a wall. The screaming was out of this world. Can you imagine if your position, might stand to be compromised by a child? And you were fresh out of duct tape but had tons of, let me not go there. Only then did I consider that I could see clearly, or I could see clearly because of my night vision goggles. But to them, I was just a large, scary-looking monster in the dark with antennas and glowing green eyes and black balaclava with all sort of crazy stuff mounted on my head because I was covered in gear. I knew these were cookies in a foil packet. I probably didn't look like anything that would, but it probably didn't look like anything that would identify as food. Well, he knew it was food, but they didn't. It occurred to me that these kids would probably need therapy for a long time, and it was unlikely that they would ever get it. In a story about, fitting the criteria of I'm the bad guy, that starts off with when I was in Afghanistan and I ran into some kids, we expected that to go a lot darker. Speaking of which, Call of Duty Modern Warfare gonna come out and make you make some tough decisions. There's gonna be a lady and she's gonna have a baby and she's gonna be all like, she's probably gonna say something like, "Don't shoot me, I'm just a lady with a baby." You know what I'm talking about? And you're gonna be like, "Bruh, you're just a series of ones and zeros to me." Some grandma walk in the room. "Oh my God, shoot her 2 times." I'm kidding. I'm sure that's what's going to be on Grandma React.
I don't think I could play the campaign
I hope they don't compromise Call of Duty Modern Warfare's edgy campaign from the sounds of all of these crying journalists and YouTube influencers. We played the game and it sounds so scary. Number 15. Things I didn't expect to do in a video game. Play as a little kid and kill a whole bunch of people for survival. It's all about the narrative, baby. Bruh. So we continue number 13. This goes back to my first girlfriend when I was 15 years old. Okay. He says real in parentheses. I'll allow everybody's mind to, just build what they might assume fake girlfriends might be, We were on and off for 3 years all throughout high school. She had a reputation for being crazy because she punched a boyfriend that she had before me. All the bros warned me not to date her. I did anyway, but in true teenage douchebag fashion, we went through periods where I would hide our relationship because she was crazy, and I didn't want to have a public relationship with a crazy bitch. In retrospect, she was an absolute sweetheart. Any crazy behavior from her was absolutely a reaction to how douchey guys treated her, 100% including me. She was the catch. I was an utter peanut butter and asshole sandwich to her. I still feel bad about it. We're still casual acquaintances today, but I don't know how to apologize for how I acted 20 years ago. I feel like the statute of limitations has expired, and I would be super awkward now. Yeah, just let it go, Let it drift, homie. Ain't that big a deal. Don't even get into it. Don't think too hard about these kind of things. And it's as simple as that, Can you imagine how many people that you come across in your daily life, whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's some kind of meeting that has been, set up by, friends and family even? I'm not talking about like church or funeral or some kind of activity like that, but just imagine the amount of strings that you establish and you just forget about, man. You are going to hurt people in your life, whether it is deliberate or otherwise. So try not to stay up at night thinking about it. Unless it was deliberate, you monster! You're the bad guy on this list of, oh shit, I'm the bad guy stories, okay? Can anybody tell me who that is in the thumbnail? Do you guys know who that is? Are you old enough to know who that is? 19 years ago, them prequels came out. How you feeling? How you feeling with your age? Uh-oh. There go Leslie Ann in the stream chat. And exclusive turtles. Mrs. Ultraviolet hitting it with that exclusive turtles all over Leslie Ann. The MacLeod. Really making me sound like I'm having a stroke, huh? Just reading some of these usernames. Danica Fernandez says, "Are you asking me to prove myself, Cyael?" What the fuck? I didn't say anything to you. What you talking about? What do you mean prove yourself? Danica, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, about the Chancellor. Okay. Well, no. It was a joke. Most of us already know who the hell he is, but I know that there's probably a few who didn't really know, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I think the bottom line is, some people don't give a fuck about Star Wars, and that's the way that it needs to stay. If you have managed to not get sucked into what, through osmosis, you should know every single beat of. You should know Luke, I'm your father. You should know Luke and Leia's sisters. You should know everything about Star Wars just by existing. But instead, dude, you really don't know. If you really don't know anything, kudos to you. So, continuing up this list, number 12. When I asked my mom to put me up for adoption, I was around 6 years old, and I realized how shitty that was when I was 22. I still regret it to this day. Little kids are little bastard assholes, man. What are you guys you're gonna apologize for being a kid? I like to think that no matter how terrible some kids are, their parents were like 1,000 times worse. And not even deliberately. Parents don't know how awful they're being. It's because they're a relic of a forgotten time. And they're not going to be able to adapt to the world that they're living in right now. And it'll happen to us. Scary to think about, but it's the true. Unfortunate. The guy edits to say, for those interested in context, my father promised something sometime before, and I asked about it. He denied ever making that promise, so I pushed it on and said that he did. He got mad at me for insinuating that he was a liar and smacked me across the face. He then kind of forced me to go to the backyard and pick any bamboo stick from the hedge. Oh yeah, you about to go cut me a switch, you dumb little... The Cyael.
You can plan a perfect picnic, but you can't predict the weather.
See, a lot of y'all won't know what these lyrics are from, but lean a little bit closer. See that roses really smell like woo poo poo. Well, hey Dia, do you know what those lyrics are from? It's from an Outkast track. She's the reason for the word bitch. Number 11. In the middle and high school. In the middle. Stuck in the middle. Is that a song by Mika? Cyael, you should shut down all of these raggedy ass freaking... You got so many tabs open. If I pulled this tab out, it would not become its own... Let's go ahead and hope that the majority of these links that you have open are not rude. Glassdoor. I was looking up Rooster Teeth reviews for people who used to work at Rooster Teeth. I was considering reading some of these to put Rooster Teeth on blast because apparently they're not playing some of their Ruby assholes, which is something interesting to think about. And here goes the quartering stupid beard man making a video reporting on people's bullshit about people not paying, or the staff not being paid. An Ask Reddit thread that was at the top of the page today asking, what's the best way to meet people as an adult? Wonderful. Is this we go through Cyael's tabs, the stream? Let's not do that and say that we did. Can't get away with it. Oh my god, is this a site where things get what the hell? I have nothing to say about that. I have absolutely nothing to say about that. I should play this, but it would be so loud. I'm so sorry about that. I couldn't help myself, and I apologize. You know, I will take 4 entire points from Ravenclaw. Just kidding, I'm in Slytherin. But that misdirection, it's such a Slytherin thing to do, huh? So can you, can you imagine I fuck up, but we taking points from Ravenclaw anyway? You take the points away, okay? You know, we don't even care about this house cup. It's all a smokescreen. We got some big stuff going on. You don't need to worry about. You can't get into our common room anyway. I was looking at the reviews for Shaft as well. Hilarious. Watching an old cranky white guy film critics get on the internet and go, you know, this movie is just so redundant, okay? Let me read some of these. This movie isn't smart enough to find any comic inspiration in the generation gap between Shaft Prime and Shaft Senior. It just makes them both cranky, old, heavily armed guys. Well, goddamn. I don't know, you know? Film critics have a valid job, but I'm not sure what people are expecting going into some of these movies. Do you get what I'm saying? Because some of them, you get what you get on the tin. So can you imagine the kind of guy that's like reviewing Transformers 8? Like, for real. You're reviewing Paranormal Activity 8? What do you think? It's going to be more of the same bullshit. It's not like a cult classic, my man, where things are happening in it. How does this Saw stand up against the other Saws? I was looking up reaction images from 4chan. Man, the hell was I? Oh, yeah. I have a blend project y'all don't have to worry about. Dayton Hypernova. Who the fuck? Oh, dude! I remember. He's some freak on the internet. Let's not worry about it. We really are going through my tabs. Oh, look. A weapon that I got in Dauntless. Jesus. This is so dangerous. Stop. See, a lot of this needs to just go. Oh my gosh. All right, look, I'm turning my attention fully and wholeheartedly to the stream chat right now. I apologize for all of this. We got some minute-hour videos up. This man really is my inspiration. Let's leave it at that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Game reviewer suicide. You know what's weird? If you type in game reviewer suicide into YouTube, Total Biscuit comes up. That's strange, isn't it? Cancer killed that guy. Not suicidal. I was looking up AVGN because I forgot that he's a different guy than Doug Walker, who is the guy with the glasses. So, you know, I mean, if you loosely pay attention to white guys with the same shtick on the internet and have been loosely paying attention to it for the better half of like 15 years on God's internet here, then you would be mistaken for thinking that Doug Walker and the Angry Video Game Nerd are the same guy, but they're totally different guys, guys. They're totally different guys. They're both fucking corny, lame dudes, but even though they have the same shtick, it's completely different guys, and that's rude, you know? I feel like that's as close as I come to getting racist. Not because I look at them and think that they're the same guy, but because they really just, I don't know, man. I like to think of Angry Video Game Nerd as the dude who was making stuff on and putting them on CDs and VHS, and then the dude that's putting stuff on Blu-rays and on USB drives is Doug Walker, you know? Not that, you know, any of them are irrelevant, just one's an artifact of an old, or a relic of an old internet, and one is a relic of the new internet. Yay! So what is this? The IT? Whoa! Those are some spicy ads, dude. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, it's a good thing they were PG. Good thing they were. Yuck. I got her, dude. She straight up broke back there. She was like, whoa. Okay. All right. As we continue, guys, no. Oh my God, I should get a Wooloo emoji. Yes. That's really, not illegal. but is anything else that we got going on legal? Shit, boy. I'm gonna go ahead and put that Peppa Pig in here. This shit is my life. Kidding me? Oh my God. Danica says they're animated ads. I've gotten in trouble for things in the shape of a dildo on this channel. I'm talking hardcore full bing bong struck. Hey, it's Tara. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Looks like Dahlia Rose is out here getting her messages deleted by Linda. Typical. All right. Continuing up this list, we arrive at number 11. In middle and high school, I was sort of a proto-incel. Anybody who self-identifies as this just deserves a hot slap in the face. You know? If I could slap my monitor and know that it went to you, Felix Mateo, I'd do it. But let's continue with your entry. Before that was even really a thing. Okay. I had never had a girlfriend, and I was convinced that there was some kind of conspiracy against girls, or because girls did not like me. I was super attracted to this one girl in particular, but in true incel fashion, I never actually spoke to her. I simply got more and more frustrated. I simply got more and more frustrated over time. Let's call her Cara. Okay, I used to follow this chick named Cara Davis on the internet. That was probably like 20 years ago now. Wow. And I say follow this chick, but I mean it in a proto-incel way, where she had like this hot website, you know? Actually, Cara Davis's like skin complexion is kind of close to Dia's. What? Nothing. Anyway, out of the blue one day, her less attractive best friend and I struck up conversation. I saw it as an opportunity, so let's call her Tina. Tina and I developed a legitimate relationship, but keep in mind, I would always end up with Cara, or in my mind, I figured I would always end up with Cara eventually. Tina was obviously head over heels for me, but I just used her to stay close to Cara. At some point in all of this, Cara did eventually get a boyfriend, and I was crushed. I was so angry. I broke up with Tina shortly after Valentine's Day, no less, And it wasn't until a few months later, when I was cleaning out all of the notes that Tina had sent me, that I realized what a massive fucking ass I had been. That's so typical. Like, he hadn't even considered that this other human was a valid existing being and had feelings, maybe, that, you know, whoa, fuck this guy right in the bum. Tina went on to find a much better man than myself. You mean anyone? You know, you sure she didn't find like a couple of rocks that she assembled into the shape of like one dildo, and then YouTube came in and said, "Wait a minute." Sorry. She found a better man, and I learned some valuable lessons. No, you didn't. I'm grateful too, because that incident made me reevaluate myself and my approach to women. There is an alternate universe where I am single and on Reddit bitching about Stacy instead of treating women like actual people and not just trophies to be won. Right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Ugh. I think I should restructure the chat so that it takes up less space. There's a lot of like empty space that's not essentially being used by people. So I could move that out just a little bit more. And I could take this and move it out just a little bit more. I could probably even bring the chat up on top of, or bring the main up on top of the chat. That's too much, man. Bring it over. This kind of hot modification is not the type of thing you should be doing in the midst of the stream. You don't say, Cyael. Tell me more. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 10. I was out of town, and I went to a frozen yogurt place that I'd never seen before with so many flavors. I'm not sure I like the way that this sentence is structured. As we continue, I kept asking for sample cups until I had like 20 sample cups and was only halfway through. It was amazingly fun. I heard a parent giving a lecture to their kid who wanted a copy me about how we don't act like that man and we actually buy our ice cream. That just ruined it for me, so I dropped a 10 in the tip jar and I left. Aw. Well, if you were intending to buy ice cream, why the fuck you gonna let some stupid hoe and her dumbass kid, you know? She probably not even vaccinating that kid, and you out here giving a fuck what they have to say about you and your ice cream sampling adventure. You know what I mean, dude? If they were not going to deny you any extra samples until you bought something, then who gives a shit? I don't even have the nerve to do that, you know? So good on them for getting halfway there. You know what I need to do some days is go into a Chinese restaurant, risk cross-contamination because I'm not about shellfish, you know, and all they do is serve shrimp, and they cook everything in the same damn wok. You know what I mean? But I need to work up the courage to go into the Chinese restaurant and just try like half of the Chinese shit because I always order the same thing from Chinese restaurants when I go there. And in case you feel like you have something that you can identify with me about and you're curious as to what I get when I order from Chinese places, it's just General Tso's. I used to really like sesame chicken, but I only like it from certain Chinese restaurants, I'm learning. So normally I just get the freaking sweet and sour chicken because it's just, you know, it's white meat. It's like chicken breast and then it's fried and I can just, sometimes I don't even need the sauce. I just put some damn salt on the rice and so how boring is that, dude? It's like not even Chinese food. It's just like a fried ball of chicken. Chicken balls. You heard my monkey balls and my chicken balls now with white rice breeze. Don't even have the fried rice and I'm going, I have white rice, dude. So it's like, it's not even Chinese food. Think about that, do ya? Think about how many times we've ordered Chinese food and I just go, give me the sweet and sour with white rice from a Chinese place. What am I doing, dude? What am I doing?
I think that's what you order with your food every time, to be honest with you.
Danica says, you ever had duck, Cyael? Yeah, I've had duck, I've had lamb. I've had so many things that every time I assess them, and this is going to sound like the most black thing that I've ever said, but I am a Jamaican, you know, African-American man, so here it is, okay? They taste like worse versions of chicken. I don't have anything to say about that, you know? I'm a man where I only eat white meat. I don't like dark meat. I don't like, feeling like I'm chewing muscle, or like when it's like gummy pieces of the meat, or there's like fatty pieces of the meat. Everything needs to be really lean. I just want a chunk, a nice chunk that I can bite into of that fucking meat. So everything, if it's gamey, if it's chewy, it's, oh, fuck me. Tara says, all I get is sweet and sour chicken with white rice. My God, Tara, we have so much in common. Danica Fernandez says, Cyael. That's her whole entry, huh?
It's because she spelled the previous Cyael with Everhead Duck wrong.
Oh, she spelled Cyael? Do I look like some jerk in a Skyrim game? Stop playing Skyrim. You're ruining Bethesda now. That's what they're trying hard to capture. They look at shit like Destiny and the people still playing WoW for some reason, and they figure, how can we get a slice of this lucrative live service market? And then unfortunately we have to look at Fortnite, dude, and they go, look at all the money they're making on those cosmetics. But then some guy's like, what about loot boxes? So they have to stay in the game. Hilarious. Man, what happened to my gaming industry? CD Projekt Red gonna have to save it with Cyberpunk is 2070. What? Hey, hold up. Did you guys see some kind of like Ghostwire bullshit that Bethesda tried to drop that straight up just looked like if some guy had looked at Death Stranding and Cyberpunk and was like, what if I make a game that's both of those things? My original idea is called Ghost Time. Got him. Wow, Ghost Time. So genius. Mr. Helper Boy says, I always like to listen to Cyael rant. I'm ranting? Oh no. I think I'm just old man babbling and I'm ranting about something. Am I upset about something? Did Jesus say something? It's blasphemous that you like boneless chicken wings instead of classic wings. That's whole shit. Not everybody is about bones. Dia likes the bones. I got the bones. I don't like the bones, so I don't get the bones. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. Next Monday or Tuesday, you and I can go and buy the world at Wingstop. Because one time we went there and the flavors that we tried were just like, what the hell is this?
Mine was good.
It was good. That's the problem. You say it like that. It was good. You know what I mean? It wasn't dope. It wasn't great. Even if it could have been good, that would be great. But when it's like good, you know what I mean? Like, but Diana's like, I know what you mean, Mr. Helper Boy. I can't help but laugh too. It's just weird when I do it at work and I'm listening to this with my earbuds. Somebody comes by and they're like, hey, did you get that paperwork? And you're like, what are you talking about? And they're like, I was just trying to make a joke. I'm sorry. And then you've ruined their self-esteem and their dumb joke that they were trying to make. So now they don't say anything to anybody for the rest of the work year. But all they do when they go home is contemplate just coming to work one day, and I'm talking about you know what I mean? Sorry, that's the noise of fixing the toaster that's broken in the work office, you know? The work lunch area. Oh no, someone super chatted. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, they didn't even say anything. My man Eric, take it easy. Sorry that I forgot that this is a stream that needs to progress. Did Hadu send me a Snapchat? She said she was exhausted earlier. Oh, she says work is crazy because they're renovating the store. Now, pop quiz, guys. Is Cyael a good enough friend to remember where anybody works? The answer is no. If you answered anything other than no, then I guess you don't know me very well. Thank you for the $5, Eric J. My man says $5 Taco Bell. Whoa. Minus 30% from that, Eric J, because that's what Super Chat does on that ass. But I do appreciate that. The nacho fries are back. Danica says, Cyael, okay, what about mini fried octopuses? Girl, I don't eat shellfish. I just stay away from fucking, a lot of fish as a whole. Ugh, no, I'm not interested in a lot of that sushi. Any of that. Okay. Thank you, please. Did I finish this? Yeah. It's about the guy that wanted all the samples. What an adorable story. Did that send me off on a rant? I apologize. You know how many people are coming to the channel now because of all these dumbass robot channels? And they're coming to videos from like 5 years ago. Not 5, probably like 2 or 3. When I was definitely just like, alright guys, so listen up, man. I sounded like Bobcat. Anybody know who Bobcat is? Just continue this list, man. You're gonna bum yourself out with everybody who's like, who? You know who Bobcat is, Dia? She's giving me that no look. So, number 9, alright?
No, I just gave you a deer in the headlights.
I was in Tijuana drinking it up. This was in the 90s. Oh yeah. I left the bar, and when I made it outside, I realized that I left my wallet on the table. How y'all people live? How do y'all people live? Leaving your wallet all over the place. You only have 2 things to keep track of as a man. It's your wallet and your phone. Jesus. I went back in and I saw that different people were there and there was no wallet. I asked them if... Jade?
Heart, heart, heart.
Wow. Wow. Jade, what my heart. Jade. Thank you, Jade. Wow. Wait, is she stream boss? Let's see. Ooh, no, Stripes is still somehow stream boss, so we have to deal with this ridiculous tingle dancing at the bottom of the screen until that gets rectified. But thank you once again, Jade. You're amazing. You're wonderful. You're incredible. And, wow. I appreciate you. I hope your day was, less than challenging. And to everybody that's listening, I hope you guys are having a stress-free evening as you're kicking back trying to enjoy this. Forgive me. So the guy's in Tijuana. It's in the 90s. He leaves a bar, but he leaves his wallet inside. Oh, it's a bar. I forgot that part. Maybe the dude was drunk, and that's why his wallet's just...
Remove tingle, please.
How the fuck? How did she know that $8 was enough to become the new, or he, True Silver Wolf? How did they know that $8 was an... Oh my god! How did they know that $8 was enough to become the new stream? I'm fine, damn it. Okay. Thank you. And you know, you're the one who's going to be choosing what the new GIF is going to be. Jesus says his Bobcat's still alive today, man. That's something Google's going to have to tell us. Okay. Okay. Continuing through this list. I went back in and saw different people at the table, but there was no wallet. I asked them if they found the wallet, and they said no. I got more aggressive with them and started to threaten them if they didn't return the wallet. I was a big guy in those days, and I could tell that they were scared. By this time, the bouncer is noticing, and I recognize that I'd likely get thrown out soon. So I told them that I'd be waiting for them outside and would beat their asses. Tell me he goes outside and finds his wallet in his pocket. Excuse me. I went outside and was looking to scare them, plus I was pissed. I then reached in my shirt pocket because I felt something in there. Sure enough, my wallet was in there. I felt like such an ass and still feel like an ass when I think about it. Ah. Bing my bong. Excuse me. Alrighty, as we continue up this list, we arrive at number 8. I heard someone calling my friend Richard Dick, without knowing that Dick was a nickname, so I got all defensive. Then I realized I was being a jackass. How have you never heard Dick as short for Richard? You know, that's ridiculous. But I guess, you know, I don't even know where to begin with that one. Just dismissing it. Isn't that wild? Number 7. So when I was a neckbeard loser, I tried asking this girl out.
Have a very blue-tastic evening, Cyael.
It's just ridiculous. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that donation, my man. But have a very blue-tastic, you know, come on.
Yes.
I wish you exactly the same, my man, you know? I hope somebody makes you a theme song so you can just blast that shit wherever you go. My man. My man. So, when I was a neckbeard loser, I tried asking this girl out. She was not Wait, she was hot, but she was also in a wheelchair. Ugh. What a way to describe her. Oh man, she was hot, but she was in a wheelchair. Ugh. Oh no. Phrasing. I remember thinking how awesome it would be to ask her out, since I figured not too many dudes would put up with a woman in a wheelchair. You really are a neckbeard. You're like patting yourself on the back like, oh, most guys wouldn't consider you as a person to go out with, but I'm not like other guys. I'll take care of you, my lady. Now, here's the real scary part, and this is going to get a little dark for a couple of seconds, guys. Listen to me as a man, okay? Now, a lot of guys have contemplated being with a girl that's in a wheelchair because they would be kind of... Do you get where I'm going with this, do you?
No, and I'm horrified of
Where do you think I'm going with it, though?
I don't know.
I'm going to turn this up. You got to tell me. You got to tell me where you think I'm going with this.
I don't know, because I guess you can be a bit rougher with her.
No. It's not about roughness. It's just about the fact that, you know...
She can't feel anything below the
No, dude, it's about like a lot of girls can like feel stuff down there. Their legs just don't work, Lieutenant Dan. So the fact that, you know, they can't move, you know, we're done talking about it. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying, okay? Cyael is just saying. Sorry about peeking the mic just now. I remember thinking how awesome I was for asking her out, since I figured not too many dudes would put up with a woman in a wheelchair. She would be just so thankful for me because I'm such a good guy to look past her insecurities. What do you mean past her insecurity, past her disability? What the motherfuck? So of course I ask her out and she rejects me. Ha. At first I was mad. I couldn't believe a lady in a wheelchair wouldn't go out with me. You should have been like, what? You're in a wheelchair. You can't do better? Like, who did she think she was? She couldn't even walk. Can you imagine? No, I don't want to go out with you. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk away. I guess I can do that and you can't. You son of a bitch.
You know what they can do?
What?
Roll over their feet with their wheelchair, crush
Bruh.
their toes.
But then I realized I was being a jackass. I thought her being in a wheelchair would bring her down to my level, but the truth was, she was still an awesome person that shouldn't be taking scraps just because she couldn't walk. I was the condescending prick who was looking down on her. It was a wake-up call for myself and how I thought of women. So I went home and I got rid of all my ceremonial swords and daggers. I threw out all my Magic the Gathering cards and I said to myself, I'm only playing Dungeons and Dragons once a week from now on. Now it's back to playing Destiny. It has Halo music for some reason in my little thing. Sorry. It wasn't easy. I had to do some self-reflecting. I found out I had no good qualities. Any lady wanted to date and had to work. I found out that I had no good qualities any lady wanted to date and had to work on myself. I'm not perfect. I still catch myself in toxic thought. What? Do you think this is unique? Do people think it's unique? You know? Do people wake up and go, man, I had a suicidal thought? Not a lot of people do that kind of, like, shut up. Whoa. I'm not perfect, you guys. You don't say what a thing worthy of wasting space to say. And that oxygen will never be as it was before you inhaled it to expel this useless thought. You fuck. People would prefer the empty space to you. And the trees, thank you. What you just said. Oh my God. I got a wife. She seems happy. So there's that at least. What if you ain't the one making that wife happy now? Thank you for that $1.99 tip. Have an epic gamer day. That's my lawyer, guys. He comes cheap. That's why he's my lawyer. You know? He gave me that $2 tip today. Thanks, lawyer.
Now that's a silly joke.
And a pat on the head. You keep doing what you're doing, Cyael. It's Cyael, damn it, lawyer. But I guess I don't pay him enough to know my name proper. Ren Concord says, I do the same thing everyone else does. I must be different. You know, their picture is probably that of the little girl who wears the hat in that bitch-ass game. But I like to think it's a character from like a G.I. Joe cartoon or something. Yeah, it's probably that little bitch who wears the hat. Open image in a new tab. Give me 1 second. Man. Dude, that's a man, baby. Yeah. You know there are men who wish they could look like a woman that easy. And they think that Snapchat's helping them get away with it. But in reality, we know what you got getting up and down between your legs. Them manly balls. Cyael, my genitalia at birth does not reflect my gender. And that may be true. Moving on.
Why must you do this?
Why must I do this? Listen up! I'm kidding. I love everybody. I love you all, for real. Live your life. Don't hurt anybody deliberately, and you'll be all like, it's my life. Don't you fall. I completely forgot the joy of being ridiculous about that every fucking stream. How did I forget? How could I ever forget? I can feel him coming in the room tonight, 'cause his balls are hot. Remember the worry. There's something inside that skirt. It is, ma'am. Number 6. Some bastards kept pulling me into the driveway. No, I'm sorry. Some bastards kept pulling me into my driveway. No, they kept pulling into my driveway to turn their car around and ripping a huge chunk of my grass out in the process. What a bunch of dicks. So one day, I put some spike strips on. I'm kidding. That's what I would do. One day, it's raining really hard, and I back out of my driveway as usual, but I have to get out of my car to move the trash can. That's when I see my front wheel freshly covered in chunks of grass and mud, along with a huge tire track going straight from the torn grass in my yard to my front wheel. It turns out I'm the bastard who has been ripping up my own grass for like a year. It was a real Sixth Sense moment, except there were no ghosts, just grass ripping bastards. You know, usually the people who I get upset with when they're writing a story, it's because they're like writing funny, or they're embellishing so hard that, you know, they want it to be a writer and people told them no, you know, like they were trying to go to rehab. But I feel like this guy's just a moron. How do you not notice that? How do you not notice that? I'll tell you what I miss is the old days of Reddit when people would legitimately just write some gnarly ass shit. I'm talking, I've read some gnarly shit on Reddit. You know? People talking about how they used to wrap a bat in like a wet towel when they beat their wives so that Jesus Christ, it wouldn't leave bruises and all kind of shit like this. Bruh. I've learned some things on Reddit. The only bats that I will have will be Fortnite micro transaction cosmetic bats that you can use instead of a pickaxe for Dia. Nice back there.
Why, thank you.
There are only 5 more of these, and I'm sorry for wasting your time. Let's go ahead and blow through them. One time I got pissed because I overheard my parents, who adopted me, talking about going on a trip to the beach. They both knew that I had never been to said beach. They told my mom how disappointed and pissed that I was. Turns out they were planning a surprise trip for me to go to the beach. I felt so bad. Well, of course that's what they say. If you caught them making them plans. I'm kidding. Number 4. After being a bit of a tearaway and trying to get my shit together in school, I told off a kid for wearing a hat that the school uniform didn't allow. Tara, what the fuck? Tara, where's it coming from, sugar? You know, is there a fat inheritance somewhere?
Maybe she's just a hardworking mom.
I think something's going on with Tara that I don't know about. I appreciate you, sweetie. Thank you so much. I really do love you. Thank you for these donations, but the stream has been with me for a while. There are people in the stream who have been here for quite a while. Why and I've never been so curious as to the source of these donations, but I'm interested now. And I need you to tell me. Can you tell me? You can tell me in a private message, please, though, because I'm real interested. All right. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate you. You need to tell me what the hell you want so I could try to hook some of that up. Number 4, after being a bit of a tearaway and trying to get my shit together in school, I told a kid off for wearing a hat that was not part of the uniform. I later learned that he was wearing the hat because he'd lost his hair in chemotherapy. Did not feel good. A furry chopstick. What the fuck? There goes Stripes going fuck. I'm guessing she just woke up. Listen to me. Why is like a student getting on another student for how they're dressing? Let that be something staff does. What kind of fuckboy are you or you give a shit about somebody else's dress code? Some dude goes on to say, I ghosted a girl off Tinder after we slept together. Not long after that, I got hired at a restaurant and found out that she worked there too. Then I saw her changing her wig, and my trainer told me that she had cancer. Maybe ghosting her was one of the greatest things that you could have done, because maybe she wants to enjoy the remainder of her life living, vicariously and making whomever happy.
No. That's not good enough.
Tara says that I am choice. The hell does that mean? Tara, I love you. Tara says you are choice. I think she's saying that I'm choice. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's a hell of a compliment. Thank you, Tara. This guy's choice. You know what I'm talking about? Choice. Yeah, dude. I like saying it like that.
It's like a butcher, like saying this is good meat. This is the
Well, it's like you say nice, but instead you go noise, or you say yikes, but instead you go yoinks. You know what I mean? This guy's choice. All right, hell yeah. Fucking. She really got me. She really knows when to use these emojis, dude. She really knows. I'll never forget one time somebody made an ass of themselves in the Discord, like as one of the first things they said when they rolled up in there, and Stripes just was like, it was just one lone emoji with that dumb face. It was so good. Yo, that's the best emoji I got, man. That face is my life. That face is my life. I want everybody in the chat, please try to decide what Tara does for a living. We need to get to the bottom of this as a family. And if she tells me, I'm not going to tell you all, but we can all have fun guessing. Shouldn't True Silver Wolf have chosen the new GIF by now? And if not, please, if you're listening, True Silver, just drop it in the Discord and I'll be sure to change it if it's not something that I can Google and find right now. So to reiterate, man, this is a story of a guy who ghosted a girl that he met on Tinder after they banged. And then he got hired at a restaurant that he found out she worked at too. And he saw her changing her wig and was told that she had cancer. My gosh. Jade says aircraft pilot. Hell nah. That is not what Tara does. Linda says mob boss. She wishes she's a kind of mob boss on the internet. I'm sure tons of dudes fall in line and go do like totally crimes. Totally crimes. Bruh. Hashtag totally crimes. Tara says, if you all guess and it's right, I'll tell you if you are correct and maybe donate again. No, she's putting donations on the line if you all guess the right thing. Guys, you have to guess. Or not, whatever. Here's what I'm trying to say. True Silver Wolf says, make the GIF. You're making the GIF, True Silver Wolf? As long as it's PG.
What makes you think they do something not safe?
I don't know. I'm a little shocked. Huh. Black market. I'm calling it black market. What the fuck? Private dancer. She's not a dancer. Not that I know. A veterinarian. That's weird. You know?
I said a hitman.
A hitman? She's not coordinated enough for that.
How do you know?
Plus, I know that if the police ever got her in a scenario where they questioned her ass good, she'd just break, dude. She'd break under pressure. A lot of you girls ain't made for that kind of work. A lot of you girls are not made for that kind of work. Not because you don't consider yourselves desensitized to it, but if you're ever captured, you'd snap like a twig, man. Like, there's interrogation, and there's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, listen. Do we get clues like in Escape Room? Hey, man, this is her circus. She makes the rules. Come to whatever conclusion you come to. And CEO of what? She gonna be seeing my secretario. Okay, she needs to find me a writer, a dentist. Now that's nice and suicidal, isn't it, Dia? Look at her. Jesus. A horse veterinarian, as if a veterinarian wasn't. I am dismissing the rest of this chat if I keep looking at you people. What the fuck? A professional berry inspector? It's just not funny, it's just stupid. Oh, I'm angry about it. Oh, that could give me a headache, man. Ugh. You know, as if there's like unprofessional berry inspectors. Like, this guy's not certified. He doesn't have his permits. Number 3, I teach middle school. So I end up having to play the villain a lot. But one time stands out where I actually was the bad guy. It was the last class of the day. We're working through something that is not terribly interesting. I hear a few whispers and giggles, and my teacher senses go off. Out of the corner of my eye, I see that a note is being passed around the class, and that's what's causing the distraction. I muster up my best stern teacher face, and boom, put that in your backpack or I'm going to have to take it. Someone had found out that it was my birthday and made me a lovely card that they were all signing. You bitch. You bitch. Tara says I actually have 2 kids. Yeah, so if that doesn't, what's the word? Complicate whatever guesses that you guys are making. That's what really, really matters. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy. Yeah, you'll never find out. You'll never find out. Paper Mage says some sort of engineer. I engineer farts, you know? Sometimes I compose a song about the farts in the bathroom. I'd like to share some of the lyrics with you right now. Burning the rim, coming in too hot. Splash and sizzle when I'm sitting on the pot. Ass wipes wrapped around my hand. Tea's gone cold like my name was Stan. That's good shit. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. Morning dew wraps up my window, but I can't see at all. And even if I could, it would all be great with your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's so It's not so bad. Sorry. A. Wait, what the fuck? Someone guessed it?
Corey said that she's a stay-at-home mom, but she said he's right, but it doesn't explain the money. I said streamer.
Well, she is a stay-at-home parent, but that's not the explanation. Yes, Tara says it doesn't explain the money.
Yeah.
I think Tara must have some sort of premium Snapchat. And if not a Snapchat, then some sort of like, equivalent. And maybe not just for like pictures of her, but maybe even some sort of drawing that she may do. Or some manner of Etsy shop. Maybe she sews things. Maybe she makes things. Maybe she sells something. I can't know. But the idea is making me moist. And mostly because I know some people hate the sound of that word. Michael says, what's the song, Cyael? Well, the song is originally by Dido, but the song that, everybody's thinking of is Stan by Eminem. That samples the Dido song. Why the hell did Stripes say Sergeant Womb for gay couples? Oh, she's implying that she rents her womb out to gay dudes that want to have a baby. That can't be that lucrative. Hey, Dia, you trying to pop out a baby for some gays? Brand new sentence. Hey, you trying to pop out babies for some gays? You try to drop that dribble wop. Dribble that baby before it comes out. Plop it out, dribble that baby. Baby bounce one time, baby bounce two times. Shoot for the hoop, it's a 3-pointer. Sorry. He shoots, he scores. Oh snap, cut the umbilical cord. You're crazy, Cyael. You should get Chris Chan in here for an interview. And then he'll like you. Ew. And then he'll like me? What would I do with that? If I could get Chris Chan to like me, where would I go with that? Hey, the PS4 finally shut off. Eric J says the head of the household is probably a doctor, someone with a high income while she stays at home. Well, that could be an explanation. But I doubt that money that wasn't hers she would be using to throw at an old friend / guy that talks on the internet.
So it definitely has to come.
So it's likely her own money. Freelance cosmetology, Etsy selling things. That was my assumption. Danica says, Cyael, renting out a womb is really fucking expensive. You can make a lot of money that way. I wish I had a fucking womb. Don't get any ideas, Dia says. Blueberry says, I would legit donate 100 if Cyael interviewed Chris Chan. Tara says, Cyael did guess it in his rambling of things I could do, and I can't have any more babies, so no, I don't rent out my womb, and I own my house and live with just my children and animals. So, Tara, is it premium snapping? Or is it like selling things that you can make? Intriguing. So we continue up this list. We arrive at number 2. I blew a Tic Tac through a straw into an old guy's face who was working at a car park booth when I was about 12 years old. I still feel horrible about it a decade and a half later. What a rude prank. Mizu Hentai Chan says, multi-level marketing? She would have to have invented the fucking thing to be that high up the pyramid. To be just like tricking all of the saps at the bottom tier. Come on. I can't have guessed it specifically. Number 1. So I was driving my car into a roundabout, doing nothing wrong. Not cutting up any drivers, driving at a safe, slow speed, and suddenly honk from another driver. I look up and there is a taxi about to join the roundabout, and the driver is staring at me. For fuck's sake, I think. These guys think that they own the road. Now you're not even allowed to enter the roundabout when they want to. And in my own defense, I was having a bad day, so I did something I would never normally do. I slowed down my car to a crawl, gave him the finger, maintaining eye contact for several seconds, turned to look over my shoulder at him so that I could keep the finger and make the eye contact for as long as possible. The look of astonishment on his face at getting the finger from this respectably dressed woman was priceless. As I entered the roundabout, honk again, but this time I realized the sound had been from a commercial playing on the car radio. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Can you imagine mistaking an audio? Yo, I think that shit's of the devil. Can I be honest? I think any advertisement meant to be played on a form of radio that has things like beeping, traffic noises, and sirens, most importantly, should get people motherfucking fined. Are you stupid? You putting sirens on an advertisement to be played in somebody's car, my dude? If you listening to YouTube, you listening to some kind of bullshit show on your phone, that's one thing. That's one thing, my dude. But if you're like out here just listening to the normal radio and you mad, oh my god, I would lose my shit. I think it's as simple as that. You jackass, I laughed. Everybody said they pissing themselves. But in reality, I just vomited all over my cat. Oh my god. It's not that bad, is it? Okay. Well, this is this list. I'm dead inside. But on the outside, I'm fine. What lie do you repeatedly tell yourself? This must have just popped up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this on Roast Me? What's It's on Pics. Ugh. Growing up, other kids used to make fun of me because I looked like the original Bob the Builder. While working in the field, they gave us these hard hats, so I thought I'd take a selfie for the boys back home. Well, the real question is, can he fix it? And I think the answer is, yes, he can. Yes, he can. I'm glad that Asian people are getting the attention they deserve. Avengers Endgame winning Best Movie at MTV Movie and TV Awards. That still comes on, apparently. Now that the stream is over, this is the last stream I'll be attending. Bye. I hate most of you. Why y'all falling for Jesus' stupid ass, nonsense? Alright. Y'all out here letting Jesus bait you. Speaking of Jesus, Herald Christ. Oh, I've seen this before. It's usually captioned something like, when it's not your day. I really wish that was Roast Me. And I think that says a lot about me. But, it's not Roast Me. But we just see Bob the Builder comments, honestly. Did any of us properly and accurately guess what Tara does? Number one, I'm not procrastinating. I'm just waiting for the right moment. Something you repeatedly tell yourself. You'll remember that. No need to write it down. Oh my god. I'll lose weight. Oh jeez. What happened?
She said that she sells stuff on the internet, but she hasn't said what it is she sells. I did ask her.
Just one more video before bed. Fucks with Ducks writes, I used to stay up way too late, and I realized that looking at screens was the problem. It was a vicious cycle of feeling awake and staying up later using the computer. The thing that saved me was getting some...
As promised.
Tara, you spelled your name properly that time. Did you forget?
It's not like we know her last name, chill.
Well, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying she's giving herself away or anything. I just like the idea that she's just like clacking away at whatever spelling on the internet when she donates. Thank you, sweetie. My God. 100. You're like the queen of this. Wait, is she the new stream boss?
Yeah.
You know what's so sad is that True Silverwolf didn't even get to get their thing in there. Oh my gosh.
She did say that you could pick. So if you still want True Silver Wolf's gift, then you know they don't get to have that. Eventually.
Jeez. Tara, love you, appreciate you. Send me whatever you want as the gift for the thing, and an apology to True Silver, who got out bing bonged here. I apologize. I'm sorry, Wolf. When I see red name, I always think it's poem for your sprog, and that's why I was so eager to read it. But then when I saw the format of it, I realized it was all wrong. If you guys don't know who Fucks with Ducks on Reddit is, it's a dude who is who harbors a sexual attraction for actual ducks, rubber ducks, and I couldn't even show you the dude's profile because it is not safe for work. But I could. No, I could open this in a separate window, open it in a new window, and then try to find something that is safe for work. Oh boy. The things I do for love. I have Courage the Cowardly Dog on my computer. When are we going to live in a world where I can just stream somewhere where who cares, and then we can just watch some dumb show after the stream? Come on. Tara says I don't want to choose. It's because she can't choose. Come on, Tara, choose. Damn it. All right, fine. Tara does not have to choose. I will select something childish. As is. I have a picture of like of Tommy Pickles from Rugrats looking really unimpressed. That's what it's all about to me. Let's see here. What is this? Let's see what this is. So tell me, Tara, does this satisfy you? And if not, let me know. Let me know, for real. If that doesn't satisfy you, let me know, and we'll go from there. And we're going to go to Public Freakout, and I'm going to try my best to not have it be, I don't know, too edgy for YouTube. We're going to try to avoid what we would call anything too violent. So then there will be no reason for any kind of me implying that it's you know, that this is a good thing or that I condone violence. The Cyael channel does not condone any acts of violence other than I don't know, like a self-defense thing. Jesus says, nah, this for real, Dia. Just waiting to be banned from Cyael's Discord, just like I was banned from yours. Well, if he don't know why he was banned, then I guess he'll continue to question until it happens here too. Tara says, I didn't hear what you said. Child was screaming in my ear. I've forgotten what I said, but I think it just ended with me saying that I would choose. And I guess that's what Linda is saying is too fast. I don't want to give anybody a damn heart attack. Well, let's see if I can go with this. Nope, that's just Kermit jumping off the roof. Fuck me. I don't have a lot of these. A lot of these have gotten deleted, so it's really just that little dancing girl and like a picture of Snoop Dogg. And here's one with where it's like a dancing Pepe, and then the bread eating thing. Let's get the bread or Bob. The bread.
What about Thanos?
Huh?
What about Thanos?
We'll get the bread. I really like this bread one.
It's cute.
Here's hoping that the bread one isn't like freaky enough for anybody, Linda, and that it's not moving too fast to freak you out. That works. I think it's properly spaced. That works. So like I promised, a couple of these, this one's at the top. It says, moment a family is reunited with their long lost dog outside a restaurant more than 50 miles away from where the dog was kidnapped 2 months earlier. Holy shit, who's stealing dogs out here?
Leo, 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 bakayım. Bak bakayım. Bakayım. Leo, kim bu? Kim bu? Leo, kim o?
A lot of people out here stealing dogs. That's fucked up. King C Kaiju says, my cat is a player. Does that mean that your cat like dips out of your house and goes to other people's homes? Your cat has multiple families and they probably all feed him and shit. Driving slowly past an active crime scene. What you mean active, homie? Oh my god! Bruh. Are you stupid? Yo, you can get arrested for this, surely. Oh my god! Yo, that cop's been shot. This dude's been shot. What the fuck? And my man is straight going slow to get that footage. Oh my god. These police officers are so in the middle of it that they don't even have time to go, are you stupid? Hey man, have you guys seen the movie Nightcrawler? Y'all should watch Nightcrawler. This is some Nightcrawler shit. What do the comments have to say here? I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Disregard for your own safety on that ass. What's the comment say? Dang, what the hell happened? It looked like a scene straight out of a movie. It's the aftermath of this. Do I want to see this? San Francisco, the following video contains graphic that may be disturbing for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Baby. Well, I'm not trying to get flagged on my channel. Oh my god, is this a person with a... Wait a minute. This is a body cam with a police officer. Fucking yikes. Looked like they were on the interior of some kind of barber shop. Bruh. Listen. The family of the shooter had the audacity to file a wrongful death lawsuit against the police. Well, everybody can sue these days, huh? Everybody can sue. Well, listen. At the end of the day, this is not a violent thing. This is really just like people driving by the aftermath. Kid loses it at school graduation. Loses it in a good way, like they're really excited.
Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the fuck up. Hey.
Yo, that is a badly trained little kid. Does he really go crazier than that?
Not nice.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You need to leave? No, bitch.
Okay.
Oh,
No, bitch. Oh my gosh. Get the hell out. Wow. And you know, because they're kids, that they learn that shit at home, unfortunately. So it's as simple as that. Somebody said they probably hear it at home. Oh no. You know, kids are like at that monkey phase, dude. Like there's this one, yo. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. It's like a video of a kid throwing gang signs at a restaurant. Kid throws gang signs. Here it is. It's a messed up video.
Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting? It's just fucking go.
Oh my god. god, and you know he learns that shit at home. You feel bad for that chick because she's like wicked embarrassed. Oh no. Oh no.
He can be like older than maybe like 13, 14 years old though.
You're being a robot? Where?
Jesus.
Jesus. Stop sounding like a robot, Dia, but I wish you the best of luck. Implying what? He doesn't wish me the best of luck? Oh no, my feelings. Oh no. You see, it's stupid ass shit like the reason that he got banned was because he was being entitled. And he's being so weird. Like, does he want me to help him out? Because, you know, a man would say, hey, I'm done, see y'all later. Instead of going, guys, I'm leaving. And then trying to like fish for people, you know what I mean? As bait, nigga. Let me help you the fuck up out the door. So you can pretend it was your last comment anyway. But the real comment is, you know, you embarrassed yourself there, you know? And the one thing that I did say to other people who recognized you being an entitled, whiny little fuckboy in the Discord was if it were anybody else, I'd have just banned him and moved on. They'd have to, you know, make new accounts or do whatever the hell people do and then convince themselves that they're not, you know, living a life where they're reacting to another man on the internet. But it's very confusing. So, and then what did he do in your chat? He just came in and was like, hey, are you going to move, Dia? Are you going to move? It was like, what? You're just,
So we're talking about it.
just fucking weird. Fucking weird. Whatever. But that's his life. So I wish him all the luck. But I wish you all the luck. Actually, this really is sad and awful. Ah, man. I feel bad for the people, you know, who's, you know, the parents, the other parents who were there and they're trying to record something. And now they have that. Well, honestly, it was probably something to spice it up. I think I'd be bored as hell at that young an age. You know, it's not really an accomplishment. It's more just like a ceremony for the kids transitioning past the age where they need to get the hell out of this stage of school and then go to another age of school. You know what I'm talking about? So there's that. Happy freak out. There's a lot of happy freakouts on this damn subreddit now. It became like a wholesome freakout overnight. This dad's reaction to finding out he's gonna be a grandpa. Aww. Gay. Crystal, hello, Cyael, long-time lurker. Finally able to catch one of your lice streams. Now we're talking. I hope you brought a comb. Thanks for your videos. It helps me to wake up and feed my babies. Well, you know, I hope those babies get the best of feedings. Whether it's... I'm not gonna go there. What? Whoa, what?
You're making it sound weird. It's like the best of
The best of feedings? I was gonna take it in an even weirder direction. Because if it's a mom, then, you know, maybe it's milks. You know what I'm talking about? See, multiple milks because there's multiple things, you know? If there was one milk, here's the bottom line. I like to think that because both milks, both milkies, both milkers, both titties lactate, okay? There is a chance that the milk can taste a little different from titty to titty. It's look, we live in a world where anything that you can think of is likely a possibility. All right? So, I bet, and I don't remember what I was saying one time where I was talking about how stress could probably make a woman's milk a little like sour, or at least taste different than it would if she wasn't stressed, right? But
also what you're eating.
yeah, and her diet, I believe that maybe one titty can produce milk that tastes one way and the other can produce something that tastes another way. I'm just saying. A lady gets heated over $1. Uh-oh. Hey, Blueberry says I'm going to be demonetized for talking about the likelihood. This is a scientific and potentially it's potentially educational. If I get funding for my research to find out whether or not one titty and can taste different from another titty, we done. Okay, one titty sweet, one titty salty. This sounds like the beginning of a book. You know what I mean? Today I tasted my breast milks. That's right, milks. One from each titty. And what I found will blow your mind. Lady gets heated over $1.
Get the gun, put it to my head.
What?
Before you get a dollar
I'm gonna get
out
so
of
much
me.
karma on Reddit.
No, I'm
Yo, you should hear this guy he's narrating as he's recording, and he says, I'm gonna get so much karma on Reddit. Boy, you only got 399. Somebody's gonna hear that, and just for the sake of it, just for the shits and giggles, they're gonna download it. Somebody said, I'm gonna get so much karma on Reddit in the background makes it. What? Can you imagine if he kept saying it over and over until it definitely started pissing somebody off?
get the gun, put it to my head. Before you get a
I'm
dollar
gonna get
out
so
of
much
me.
karma on Reddit.
No, I'm gonna pay $1.09 for what is I'll pay the tax on it. Fuck that. Fuck
Bruh.
you.
Okay,
Don't make me
no.
no money off
No,
me.
no,
Not
no.
robbing me.
I wish you slammed this shit.
Take off, give me what I fucking put on the counter.
Damn,
It's a dollar store. Unless marked otherwise.
good argument.
Uh-huh. Okay, Mercy says, finally caught a live stream, and I came in when we're talking about the taste of titties. Yeah, I shouldn't have. It's the end of the list. Cyril. Merciful says, I'm so happy right now. Tom Hellert says, Cyael, I would help fund that study. Look, I want it. I want the money from the government. They need to fund my research, bro. You know? Who's that gonna help? You know, that's what I gotta write in my thesis, I guess. Ridiculous. Butts Pie says that voice is making me laugh. Yeah, Natbrat says everybody in that line's pretending not to happen. It's really ridiculous how when like shit starts going down, everybody's like, I don't know what's going on. They're looking at the ground, they're looking away. But I like to think if it was me, my phone had to be out. And I had to be looking at the phone, you know, trying to make sure I got it sized up right. Got it horizontal, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Okay, look, one more. A sick gives a kick out the door.
That's the ground, you know what I'm saying? But I usually take on the biggest motherfucker, you know why? Because I got big ass balls.
That's right.
Hey, check it out, dog. You know who I am? My name's Moon from fucking Stoner Gang. Big time Stoner Gang, homeboy.
My dude just said he always takes on the biggest MF because he's got the biggest balls. You know, because he tells you, you know? And you know the people with the biggest mouths, they've got the most to back it up. So here we go.
I ain't afraid of shit. And that big dude, was I afraid of him?
Yeah, you are.
That's why I came over, because I talked shit to his big ass.
No, I saved you.
Look how big that motherfucker is. That shit's hanging down. And you don't believe me a thing? Look at that motherfucker!
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my God! My man leapt over that counter. Yo! Did he take a boost?
That's why I came over.
Did he have a potion behind that fucking counter? Hold the fuck up!
No, I saved you.
Look how big that motherfucker is. That shit's hanging down. And you don't believe me a thing? Look at that motherfucker!
What the fuck? Did he just pull his damn pants
And
down?
you don't believe me a thing?
Yo.
Look at that motherfucker!
Oh, what the fuck?
Bitch.
Fucked up, dude. Hey, dog. Hey, you're getting fucked up, dude. Hey, why you do that, dude? Why you do that? Hey, why you do that, dude? I gotta back back.
Hey, you're getting fucked up, dude. Okay. I'm good at sex. You're bad at sex. What a Bob's Burgers reference to make in this chat. I used to know a girl who would not shut up about Supreme brand bullshit. It was clearly all that she was about. It made her life. It made her day. That's what's up. And I think she started like ferrying it. Like she would have people who were interested in it like she was, and then like drive it to them in locations where it wasn't available. But she was crazy about Bob's Burgers. I think she was a lesbian. She had her lesbian girlfriend, and they had like a shrine to Bob's Burgers that they would go, look at this guy, Al. And I'd be like, my God, at least it's not a picture or video of someone's cats and dogs, which is all I get. Okay, so if you have cats and dogs that you're dying for somebody to send pictures to just snap Cyael, I guess, and keep the cycle continuing, man. And hopefully I can see your passive aggressive tweets at like, you know, at like 9 o'clock at night, which is as close as it comes to your bedtime because, you know, you got school in the morning or some bullshit like that. You're all like 4 years old. No 4-year-old needs to be messaging me. Go to the Discord. Go to the Discord and live your life there. Guys, if you have access to lactating women, I want you to get back to me with a report on, you know, scale from 1 to 5, veininess, engorgedness, and the consistency from titty to titty of the milk, okay? And if I can get at least enough inconsistencies with that last one, I think we got some research, guys. You know, and that's how it starts. I can take that money and do whatever the hell I want with it. Just kidding, government, if you're listening. Of course, I would only use it to fund my research. But I would like to say that a lot of people who do receive money for some research are known to do whatever the hell with that damn money. And then when it's time to publish their findings, they just request more money after showing them a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Danica says, what about the fish and the plant pics, Cyael? Oh, of course. Danica sends me pictures of fish and plants. I forgot. My bad. I completely forgot. Guys, so if you guys have pictures of plants and fish, send them to me so I can forward them to Danica. You know? Are you a freak? You know what I mean? Jesus. See, me, I'd like to take pictures of, like, what's my favorite snack, you know? Like a bag of Chex Mix or something. Okay? Maybe a bag of plantain chips that I got from my spicy Mexican dia. Gotta get her a sombrero too. That would be the most. I ruined that. Because if one day I could just turn on the webcam and you're just there with a sombrero like it's nothing, that would be so dope. We're still doing it. We're still gonna do it. So guys, love you. I want you to have a wonderful night. I want you to stay out of trouble. Try not to, you know, deliberately harm anyone, hurt anybody. Say you're sorry to your mama. You never meant to hurt him. You never meant to make him cry, but tonight you're cleaning out your closet, you know? Turbulence on an airplane. Oh my God. Y'all are gonna die. Damn. Yo, that could be you. Be careful. Be glad. Be glad that shit don't rock like that. You know? Turbulence. Somebody said it's because the asshole didn't have his phone on airplane mode. Hilarious. Oh my God. Somebody said if this was Spirit Airlines, they'd charge the lady for the drinks. If it was United Airlines, then everything that was, like, you know, stowed beneath the plane would probably come out looking better than normally when they handle shit. I went there. Do you guys remember United? Anyway, have a great night. Get a hold of me. If you want to add me to play things like Dauntless or what's the other one? Fortnite. It's YouTube_Cyael. And you'll see me soon. Live your life, stay out of trouble, love you. Bye, 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 bye.